everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and welcome to the Countdown Christmas card series for 2020. This is card number 24, and we're going to make this a very quick and easy to mass produce card. So the stamp set that we're going to use is Honeybee Stamps No Peeking, and we are going to be using a couple images from that. Then I found this piece of craft pattern paper in a paper pack from Michael's. It almost matched perfectly the two colors of red in the Concord and 9th line, which are Poppy and Cranberry. So I chose the candy cane striped ribbon as well as one of the bows, and I inked the candy cane ribbon up in Poppy and then the ribbon in Cranberry. So I used my Misty because these are brand new stamps, and I figured that I was probably going to have to stamp more than once, especially on the ribbon because it is a larger stamp. I'm using the tool that comes with the Stamp-A-Majig to press the images down to try to get a good impression. I do have some wrist issues, especially when it's cold out, so this really has been helpful to get a good stamped impression, get the pressure on the front of the Misty that you need. So we're going to ink the candy cane ribbon up again in the Poppy and stamp it down. It didn't get a great impression the first time. Now I'm going to take the bow off, put the tag in, and then move the paper slightly so that I can do a second ribbon to make the front of the card look like it's a package. So I'm going to ink up the candy cane ribbon in that same Poppy ink, and then use the same Cranberry ink for the tag. I don't know why I didn't do the bow and the tag at the same time. That would have made sense, but it was late, and I think that I was just losing my mind by the end of it. I have been working until 12:30, 1:30 every single night. Last night was till 1:30, so I was just a little bit tired tonight when I did this video. So I am going to use one of the sentiments that comes in the stamp set that says "Just for You." We are going to ink that up with the Poppy ink. Now I decided to try, for some reason, I put it in the Misty and kind of put it on the tag and thought that it would stay, which it wouldn't, and I don't know why I even tried that. Again, I think I was just so tired. Then we're going to ink it up with the Poppy ink so that the tag says "Just for You." So it's cute. There's a couple sentiments that fit very nicely in there. So now that the stamping is done, we are going to get ready to move on to the next section, which is coloring. So we're not going to do a lot of coloring in this. We're going to do some ink blending. So I took that same Cranberry ink with an ink blending brush and just went over the bow very, very lightly. I wanted to give it a little bit of color so it matched the stamped image, but it was a little bit lighter than that. So we're going to fussy cut all of this out so you don't have to worry about staying within the lines of the bow. So that was the Cranberry one. And now I'm going to take a Fabre Castell Pitt pen in deep Scarlet red and fill in all of the small stripes on the candy cane red. So we're going to fill in everything. I don't show you all of this, but I did color every single stripe on there. So I then fussy cut it out off camera, and then I went around the edges with a Merlot Premier by Nicole marker. Now these were at AC Moore, so obviously they don't I don't believe they make these anymore because I believe Nicole was their private label line. But I'm sure you can find either a Copic marker or any marker that you have will probably have a dark red like that you could use with this. I filled in some of the loops because the insides of the loops would be darker, just to give it a little bit more depth and dimension. Now I took that same color Pitt pen that I used to color in the stripes and went over the edges of it because I did fussy cut it. I could have used my scan and cut, but I didn't feel like doing it because these images were fairly simple to cut out. I just thought that I would use the Pitt pen on the sides to just kind of get rid of some of that white border where I didn't exactly cut perfectly. They're just going to go over the lines of it. And yes, these ribbons do match my nails. I did candy cane nails with Brooklyn the other day. We did our crafts together, and that's what she wanted, was candy cane nails. So she wanted us to have matching nails, so that's why I have red and white nails. I will have to do Madeline's nails this weekend because I will have Madeline. So, can't do one's nails without doing the other. So anyway, we are going to wrap the front of this like it's a package or a gift. So I'm using my MFT On Point Precision Glue to add a little bit of glue to the one strip, and we're going to put it across the front of the cardstock. And then we're going to put more glue on the other stripe and put it vertically on the package so that it looks like it's a wrapped gift. And I eyeballed it. I didn't line it up perfectly. I tried to line the cardstock up so that at least the ribbon was straight, but it's not necessarily exactly in the middle. And that's okay, because when you wrap your presents, at least when I wrap my presents, mine are never exactly straight. And this is handmade. So I fussy cut the tag as well, and I'm going to glue that down onto the present. And then I'm going to use some pop dots to go ahead and attach the bow. I'm going to have to cut one of the pop dots in half because they didn't really fit side by side. So I'll attach the first one, and the last pop dot that is included in this, I will cut it in half. Now, see the remainder of that? Don't throw the rest of that pop dot piece away. You're going to be able to use the rest of that. You can cut it down into strips and it works great. I would think it would work great for shaker cards. I will eventually find out, but you can also use that to back larger pieces and pop them up. So we're going to pop up the ribbon, and then we're going to go and cut the ends off. I do good about cutting them off except for one side, and I accidentally cut a little bit of the card off, so it is a little bit lopsided. I think that was the side that I did that too. So it's not exactly even around all sides, and you'll notice it when I go to put it on the white card base, or at least I noticed it when I went to put it on the white card base. Once I glued everything down, you could see the side where it wasn't even, but again, it's handmade. So we're going to attach glue to the back of it, the MFT On Point Precision Glue. This card base is very, very thin, and I normally use ATG on the back of it, and I probably should have done that because you can actually see the glue marks, the squiggly glue marks that I did on the inside of the card. So I might have to line the inside with something. But anyway, this card is handmade, and people are obviously going to know it, but it is a quick and easy to mass produce card. I thought that it looked a little bit simple, so I took my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen in the white, just that clear glitter, went over the bow, and then I wiped it off onto a scratch piece of paper just to make sure I didn't contaminate it with any of the red, and then I went on the white parts of the candy cane and just added the shimmer to it. So that's the card. It was very simple and easy to put together. If I do it again, obviously I'll be a little bit more careful about the things that I do, like trying to cut the edges of the ribbons off and not cut my paper off. But that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here are some still shots of the card. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below in the comment section. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.